Good day everybody, welcome to Rana's Radar. Run to the sun. Here we are on a Saturday. It's a little bit wet, but it's better than the wind. I'm sitting here with Russ, who's been super helpful over the last couple of days. He's driving me around, from giving me lifts from this side to the other side. Russ, how have you been enjoying yourself?
It's been a great show. A little bit of cool and rain today, but other than that, it's been a fantastic week.
It's absolutely packed. The crowds have not stopped, and the rain has not deterred anyone, which is awesome because this is an amazing show. Russ has been in charge of security all around the gates, so you guys have been doing an amazing job. And let's start off the Saturday, and fingers crossed that we're going to get some sunshine in a couple of hours. Do like the Tri-5s, everybody, you know that, but this is a heavily modified 55 Bel Air. Loving the color, it's absolutely brilliant. The interior looks just as good as the outside. So let's have a chat with Roger and find out exactly what he's done to this. Roger, how are you today, sir? I love your car. LS2 motor in there as well. Like I said, the color's brilliant. What did you call the paint?
Ceramic gray.
Ceramic gray.
Yes.
And how long have you had this for?
Close to a year now.
A year. And did you get it as it was restored already?
No, I built the car.
You built the car?
Yeah.
So it took you a year to build it?
Oh no, it took around 2 years.
Okay.
And I had some good help too.
So in 2 years, what was it like 2 years ago?
It was a nice car. It had problems, been sitting a long time, and I bought it. Decided to change it, turn it into this.
You've done very well.
Thank you.
So let's have a look here at the engine. Now you mentioned it was an LS2?
LS2. And I wanted to keep it looking like a 55 Chevrolet. So I put black wheels on it, small dog dish hubcaps.
Got such a nice engine compartment, clean firewall, and the wheels are nice. I'm loving the red.
The wheels are mod steel. They're 18s and 20s on.
So we've got 18s at the front and 20s in the back.
On the back.
What have you done to the lines of the 55, the Bel Air?
It's all original.
It's all original.
Yeah. Just put the red in this insert, so that's what stands it out against the gray.
And you did that as well yourself?
Yeah.
You did everything?
Yeah, everything but the upholstery.
Everything but the upholstery. Now usually the paint is something that people go and get it done.
I own a collision shop.
Okay, that makes sense. Now we're getting somewhere. Well, you've done this so nice. I'm loving the red with the grey. It really stands out. I want to see the inside, sir. You guys have to check this out.
Hey, Tracy.
Wow, this looks absolutely luxuriously striking, everybody. I'm having a look first, then I'll show you guys. Wow, this is beautiful. I'm gonna start right now.
It's original style.
So this is the style that they had in 55?
All this came in that car in 55.
All
we
this
just
chrome?
changed the color. All this, yes.
Wow. In 55, did they have the
Just like, that's the same pattern. We just decided to change the colors and make the console so the computer for the motor is all behind the console.
Oh, you've done this so well. The 55. Yeah, thank you. The 55 was a beautiful looking car.
Oh, they were.
And you've done this so well. You've restored it. You've made it your own. And I'm guessing you've upgraded and modernized it as well with the brakes.
Everything.
But you have not taken away from the vintage look.
No, I want to leave it like that.
You had to leave it like that. And why the 55 for you? We know they're nice, amazing cars.
They're just a classic car.
Yeah.
And I've owned several of them through the years, and I just thought I'd do another 55 Chevy.
So you've done a 55 before as well?
Oh yeah.
Big 55 fan.
Oh yeah. I like to drive 56s.
Now we've got the hood closed. Honestly, the Tri-5s, I've mentioned it before and I'm going to mention it again. It's absolutely my favorite. Just the whole entire style of it, the body lines. For me, when I think of it, it's true American classic, the Tri-5.
Yes.
This is awesome. You're having a good time?
Yes, good time.
And how long have you been coming to the run to this house?
Probably, I've probably been here 25 times.
25 years, okay. That's, Yep, an absolute regular. It's a great show.
Back when it was over at the Walker Mall,
Yep.
I was over there, and it's a good time of the year most of the time.
Most of the time. We had a bit of wind yesterday and we had some rain this morning, but it's stopping and the sunshine's coming out.
Yep.
It's still fun, everybody's still here, and I appreciate this so much.
Who are you writing this with?
This is for my channel, but thank you for this, and I can give you the details now. Thank you. Absolutely love the Patina pickups. Got Dan here with his 1949 Chevy. How's it going?
It's been a long time working on it.
Long time working on this. It looks brilliant, and you've got a beautiful engine compartment, which we'll get into in a minute.
350 pushed out with overdrive.
350 with overdrive. Now, I love what you've done to it. You've kept that patina look, and it's been complemented so well with the chrome and the additions that you've done.
A little bit of boiled linseed oil, mineral spirits.
Yep. What did you add onto it? Mineral spirits?
Boiled mineral spirits with a little linseed oil mixed in with it.
Linseed oil?
And I cleaned the paint first.
Yep.
Rubbed that on it. Gave it a little shine.
And how long did it take you, the entire project?
Oh, probably 3 years. Money's probably big.
Of course. But hey, you did well to find a good body.
I started to do it. I gave $1,050.
And where did you find it from?
Newbern, North Carolina.
Okay. And for $1,000, you got a body that the rust was superficial at best, or
It's a good body.
it was a good body. Now, you've made some additions to this. I love what you've done here with the chrome. Have you kept this exactly the same as it would have been in 49?
I've changed, done all the chrome on, put new chrome on it. Sitting on an S10 frame.
On an S10 frame. Now, this is a short bed,
Yeah, it's a short bed. I reckon we call it a short bed.
and we've raised the bed up.
Yeah, I had to raise the bed to put it on S10.
Okay.
It's got, you can't really see it with all the stuff in the bed, but it's a burl walling. I played underneath this tree when I was a kid.
No way.
Yeah, and a tornado blew the tree down. And me and my dad sawed it up, took it to a sawmill, and stayed in a barn for a while. And then he told me I need to do something with it. And I thought, well, we had a tree house in it and a sandbox underneath of it when I was a kid, and I played with my Hot Wheels.
Wow. It doesn't get more personalized than that. I absolutely love this. You know, not only have you restored or recycled a great body of a truck, you've made it looking absolutely beautiful, but you've made it your own by putting the wood of the tree that you played under as a kid.
Right.
Absolutely love that. And not only did you just play in it, you were playing with
Oh, yeah, Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels.
I mean, I'm from Red Line Hot Wheels. The red, yeah. The good, the expensive ones nowadays.
The expensive ones. Exactly. Well, they are real collectibles, and
Oh,
you're
yeah.
an absolute car guy through and through.
Yeah, always.
I love that the tree was saved and that your dad kept it in order for you to do something with it.
Oh, yeah.
And you did him proud.
Oh, yeah.
You did him absolutely proud. It's beautiful. Now you finished this off with clear lacquer, is it?
I put a clear coat off of a car on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's lightened up a little bit since I've done it. The sun has bleached it out. But it's a dark burl walnut.
Dark barrel walnut.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Let's have a look on the inside, and then we're going to get to my favorite part and look under the hood. Okay. I love it when the cars get personalized, and even more when they get personalized with things that have been part of
Never
our
done.
lives.
Vehicle's never done.
A car is never done, but you have done this well. And you've done all of it yourself?
Most of it. Done the headliner, everything but the transmission, I reckon. So.
Wow. Look at this, everyone.
AC car, they coated digital gauges. It's my personalized way I wanted it.
And that's how a car should be, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Beautiful 5-window. Now is the visor, this is custom?
They were options back then.
With this size?
They were options. So
Okay.
They were sold out of a catalog, and you could put whatever you wanted, whatever you liked. And this is one I come across, and I bought it. And I green personalized it, and done it the way I wanted it. Put it on.
Well, I saw another truck as well that had the visor like that, and I mean I absolutely loved it because
It's different.
it's customized, yes.
Yeah.
But just the size of the visor and the way it complements the body of the early Chevy pickups. I called it a cap. It's like the car is wearing a cap.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's a sun visor.
That's it.
You gotta have them. You gotta be able to see the red light.
That's what I got told. But let's open this up and let's have a look at what you've done with the engine. Very nice, matching the
A
interior.
little dirty. I've been driving it.
That's all right, sir. That's all perfectly fine. Tell us, what have you got here?
I've probably put 20,000 miles on it since I've put it together.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
We've been driving this for
3 years, that's a lot.
So walk me through it. What have you got here that was original and what have you added?
Well, I put Cal Custom valve covers on it, Edelbrock intake. It's running a quater jet. My AC, my Lehman radiator, of course.
And you've cleaned up that firewall
I
so
glued the
well.
firewall on it.
Look at this.
Took everything off it. I cut it all out and put a new one in it. I didn't want any headers or anything. I wanted it nice and quiet.
This is your driver.
Yeah. the
Neighbors
driver
would
and
appreciate
enjoy
that. And how long have you been working with cars?
it. On this,
On just cars in general? You seem to know, you've done everything
I've had
yourself.
it probably 6-7 years. I've been working on it. Ever since
But
I've
in
got it.
cars in general, where does your skill come from?
What now?
Where does your skill come from in being able to work on cars and fix
Oh,
the
my
engines?
skill?
Yes.
Well, I reckon my dad I grew up on a farm. I mean, that's,
And he just taught you.
oh yeah, it just comes up.
That was it.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, that's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. Well, I appreciate this.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you. The crowds here have been absolutely awesome. Here, run to the sun, and I'm smiling because I've just been inside the 1913 Buick. George was filming me as you guys saw that. How's it going? How you enjoying
Great.
yourself?
This is really a great show. I mean, 3,000 plus cars. I mean, say no more. A little bit inclement weather today, but
It hasn't
I will tell
stopped
you,
anyone.
No. Friday and Saturday, and I'll say people in South Carolina, the diehards for the cars, the hot rodding events, and this is really a testament to that. And for all of you that stick it out and are here, it's a great day. It's
Now
really-
you've got a great setup happening as well. What do you do? Where are you from?
So I'm from Connecticut. Rider TV was our first year as Rider TV. We rebranded ourselves. The last 2 years we were Northeast Rider video magazine, so now it's Rider TV. We are hitting all the larger car venues on the East Coast now, from Maine down to South Carolina, and I'm now entering the drag racing circuit, and you're going to see a lot lot more drag racing types of videos that I'm doing in that genre. So it's really interesting. And you know, meeting people like you, we're doing our thing. We're sharing these events with people from other states, other countries that don't have the opportunity to get here. So I've had my videos viewed as far as Brazil, Italy, Australia. I have a few followers out in Australia, thank you all. But it's really cool that social media has such a strong impact across the platform. And people like you and I that do what we do, we're able to share this with people and let them see how we all do what we do with the cars here, with the owners of the cars who are hot rodding, how it changes. So, and how they're building their cars is different in each state. In each country. So that's what it's all about.
100%, George. I couldn't have said it better myself. And one of the things that I love the most is showing the world American car shows, showing the world American people, the passion and hobby behind restorations and classic cars. But most importantly, like you said, with social media and things like YouTube, it allows people who are not able to travel, people who are not well and they're at home, but this is their passion and they're watching it through the screens. And that's one of the main reasons that I do it as well, to spread the word, keep the culture alive, but also to bring car shows to people who cannot make it, because it is all over the States and not everybody can travel.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. It's been absolutely awesome, and the sun's about to come out, so let's continue enjoying that day.
That's right.
Hey everybody, I had to come here, the t-shirt stand that started it all, that's allowing for Run to the Sun to continue for the next 34 years. Nicole, how are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
You've got some awesome t-shirts, hoodies, caps here as well. And the awesome thing about it is what goes on the t-shirts?
We actually put the Run to the Sun logo with the annual year and the dates of the car show.
And the winner of
the winner of the previous show, their cars go on the shirt.
So this year's winners will then go on for the shirts for next year.
For next year, yeah.
Isn't that cool, everybody? It's awesome. Thanks, Nicole.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you. So I'm here sitting with the In the Pits media, and I spoke to Krista. I think it was on the air a week ago or so.
Yes, I think so.
Awesome girl. I want to introduce her to you guys. Krista Cagle here. She's into racing, but she's going to tell us all about that herself. Krista, how's it going?
It's good. I'm kind of nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. It's not live, and the awesome thing is you're sitting down, we're having a good time.
And we can edit it.
And we can edit it if you want.
Thanks,
Krista, where does your passion for racing start?
My passion started way back when I was a little girl, and I was always watching NASCAR with my dad. But obviously when you're a kid, you're like, the car's going in a circle, there's no point in watching that. But of course, as I get older, I'm like, wait, I really enjoy watching this. So, like 2-3 years ago, I really started getting into it, and I went to my first NASCAR race, and I loved every second of it.
Nice.
Other than the temperature, we were up in the stands super high, and we were freezing our you-know-what's off. It was horrible, but at the same time, it was such a good race and such a fun experience up there.
It's the thrill, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, even if you're sitting in the pits or you're sitting up on the seats and the benches, or whether you're sitting at home, for me, when I watch those races, once you watch it and you watch it in depth, you can't take your eyes off it, because you're like, oh wait, what's going on? Like, they're getting so close, like it's so exciting.
Like the rumble that you feel when they go by is just amazing. Or the restarts when everybody just gets electrified, it's amazing. It's such a good feeling.
Now, you are so young. You're going to start racing, or you've been racing?
I haven't personally been racing, but there's always a chance I could. But I feel like that's something you might have to start at a younger age to get the knack for it. Of course, older people have started and done very well before, but
you're pretty young, honey. So
yeah, we'll see. That's just something in the future.
But classic cars, you love that as well.
Love classic cars. My favorite is Smokey and the Bandit's Trans Am. I saw one yesterday when I was leaving, and I didn't get to take a picture of it. I was so upset. So I'm gonna look for him today, and I'm gonna see if I can find him. How much do you want to sell that for? Because we have a 70 Cuda that is for sale.
Okay.
My dad doesn't want to sell it, but I'm like, let's just trade it. Why not?
Yeah.
If somebody's willing to give us a Trans Am,
We should and do that and then get you a Trans Am.
Please.
They're good looking cars.
Yes, they are.
They're good looking cars.
They're such classic vintage vehicles, and they're beautiful. And everybody knows Trans Am. I mean, nothing sounds that cool. It's classic.
It really is. It really is. Well, this is awesome. And we're here with Indepix Media. Now you work with them as well.
Yes. I have been working with them since the beginning of January, and I gotta say, I loved the chaos. It is utter chaos every week. We don't know what the heck's going on sometimes, but we figure it out, and I have a blast doing it.
And it's always fun.
Yes.
We're always laughing. Everyone's always having a good time.
Yes. Some of the crap that goes on, like from Mike here, some of the crap he says is just absolutely ridiculous, but it's funny at the same time.
Well, I'm about to go on it, so I hope Mike doesn't say too much crap when I'm on the air. I don't even know what they're going to ask me. Usually I'm the one asking questions. So yeah, this is going to
It'll
be
be different going back. It'll be reversed.
How's it going, Mike?
I'm doing fabulous. How are you doing?
Good, good.
I was just coming over to show Krista that there's a Labrador coming over. We're finally going to have a real life dog over here to look at.
We've been having a lot of dogs
Been
come
dragging
by,
all these
and
goofy
he'll be
little
like,
dogs
Krista,
around."
look. I love it. I love it. The cars are great. I like the dogs too.
Well, that's a cute Labradoodle coming up. Everybody, amazing time. Let's continue with Run to the Sun. Alright everybody, you know I like the cars when they've got props on there. Now this wagon here has got groceries in the bag, and even if somebody did do grocery shopping, they couldn't keep it here. It's a long day at the car shows. Shirley, how are you?
Fine. It's awful windy here in Myrtle Beach.
It's very windy. Now, you've got groceries in the bag, but before we get there, what have you got with you?
Okay, this is a 1965 Chevy Nova Station wagon. It's got the original motor, original transmission, and the original seats in it. It has, the only thing that we did, we bought it already done. It was on a rotisserie, so you know the bottom is just as clean as the top. Yep. We put disc brakes on it, and we put power steering, of course, so that's the only thing that we did.
And the Nova wagon, were you looking for one?
Yes, I had a 1967 Nova wagon like years ago, and we just absolutely loved it. It's more compact, and I like more of a compact car, so we couldn't find a 67, but you know, this, we love it, you know, and drives like a dream.
It's beautiful, and you've got so many original parts to it as well.
Yes, yes.
It's been done well, but what drew me is you've got groceries in the back.
Yes, yes. Just like I'm coming from the grocery store.
Shirley's grocery getter.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm feeling peckish. Could I have some grapes or?
Yeah. We also have the little baby, the car seat in there. I can open the door.
Oh my Lord, is that a vintage car seat?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
This I have to see.
Yeah, let me open this door. There we go.
Okay, everybody. So this is what a car seat actually was. And what, are we looking at the 60s?
Yes, in the 60s. It's like there's no protection at all.
I mean, it's just a space for the baby. I mean,
Yes.
it's not really a car seat.
And actually, I had my son in 1966,
Yeah.
and we didn't even have car seats. I mean, it's just something, you just laid them on the seat, or they jumped over the seats and played, or whatever.
I love it because, you know, I mean, at the same time, even before that, you had parents just riding at the front. Things were a lot more free back there.
Yeah, and the kids would ride in the back and look out the window in the back, you know, what you just passed.
Before we all got started telling, you know, all the, how should I put this nicely?
Yeah, all the laws and stuff. Yeah.
Before we all got scared to death about death.
Yeah, but you know, one good thing is that we all survived, right? We had lead paint, we had no car seats, we had, you know.
Exactly, before you started learning about all the dangers of life.
Yes, right.
Wow, well this is such a neat wagon, and it's beautiful interiors. I love what you've got because it's very vintage.
It hasn't been changed or too modernized to lose its appeal.
And this is the original color. It was cameo beige, and that's the original color. We bought this in 2018. So.
Why wouldn't it be a grocery getter? Look at all that room you've got in the back.
Oh, absolutely. And those seats fold down too if you need, if you do like a money. Yes.
Wow.
So.
The ultimate family car of the 60s.
Yes, it was. And you know, a lot of people use these for work, you know, like painters used them as a paint vehicle, you know, so a lot of them did not survive because they were used as a work truck. So
you've kept this really well, and I know it's been restored, but I know you're going to look after it really well.
Yes, and it had no rust in it, so you know
that was helpful.
Great, yes.
Now, what have we got under the engine of the Nova wagon?
Okay.
68.
I don't know where he went. Can you get my husband to pop the hood, Floyd?
Thank you, Floyd. Oh,
and that's a 283. And like I said, that's the original motor.
Very nice and clean. And this is your driver.
Yeah.
You do look after your cars.
Yes. We're tickled with it, and it does. It drives like a dream. We love it. So.
Oh, this has been awesome. And how are you enjoying yourself besides not getting blown over?
Good. It's just been such a fun weekend, you know, and I was hoping the rain holds off tomorrow, but
yeah, we don't want the rain.
Don't want the rain.
This is only Friday. We had such a beautiful Thursday, and hopefully things get better for tomorrow, Saturday.
Yes, I hope so. Yes. So, anyways, it's been a lot of fun looking at all these fantastic cars. You know, we absolutely love doing car cruise-ins and stuff, and we actually started a cruise-in down at in North Myrtle.
Okay.
Because there was none when we moved here 10 years ago. There was no cruise-ins in that north end of the county. So me and my husband went and talked to Mission Barbecue, and we started a cruise-in there, and it just grew and grew, and now we have like up to 75 cars, you know.
So what is the name of your club?
It's called Hot Rod Cruises. There's a jacket right there somebody has on, Hot Rod Cruises.
Hot Rod Cruises of North Myrtle.
Yeah, we met at Coastal North Town Center, so.
That's awesome. You
Yeah.
really are a gearhead. You like your classics.
I am.
You moved to a place where they didn't have any clubs or cruises, and you started your own.
Yeah, that's right.
I love it.
and you know, we've always like gone to the racetrack, and you know, I was 16 and he was 17 when we got married.
Oh, wow.
So and still together,
Congratulations.
57 years we've been married.
That's amazing.
But you know, we just always went to the racetrack and had cars. You know, it
Well,
was.
thank you for doing that, because of you and people like you, you're keeping these shows alive, and I could come and appreciate it and film it.
Oh well, thank you for interviewing
Thank you so
me
much,
today.
Shirley. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
It's shining now.
Yep, sun's out now.
Don't go anywhere. All right, this is a beautiful 67 Nova. It's absolutely stunning. Roger, how's it going?
Great. How are you?
I'm good. Roger, I love your car. Like, I walked up to you and I said, I'm loving the color. The grays are just, they've got their own appeal and look to it, don't they?
Right.
And what color gray is this exactly?
This is a metallic gray. The car, it came off a 2010 Camaros, and I got the paint code and just had it painted. I wasn't sure what I was getting, and but everybody seemed to like the color.
It's nice, it stands out. Now tell us, what have you got here? What's your classic?
It's a 1967 Chevy 2 SS, and I always like these little body styles. Yeah, they only made them 2 years, the 66 and the 67, and then they changed the body styles to kind of a rounder body.
Yeah, but this is more rectangular, a little bit more square.
This is more, a lot of people call them little shoe boxes, you know, it's got a square, and you know, but this is me, one of the pretty body styles they made for the Nova. But most people had the 68 through 72s,
Yeah.
which are very popular.
The 67s?
This is a 667 was popular, but back in the day, it's like more women drove them.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of like a little grocery getter, you know.
Really?
Yeah, you know, most of them didn't come with the big fancy engines and stuff.
That's the thing with these classics.
Yeah.
You know? But now you look at it,
Yeah.
and it's like, man, that's a nice hot rod. I like that.
I know it. Some teenagers had them, but basically it was kind of like a shopper, you know, for women, you know.
Yeah.
And they came with small motors in them, most of them. And some came with the 327 engine, which was kind of putting them out there with some of the bigger guys with the, you know, with the Mustangs and things, you know. But it's a nice little car. It's very light. When guys start building them to race, because they only weigh about 2,800 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Well, yeah, most cars were back in the day was about 3,500. You know, so that was the advantage.
How long have you had the Nova?
I only had this one for 10 years. I bought it back in 2013.
Okay.
And so I've been tinkling with it ever since.
I love that. You've been tinkling with it.
Yeah, I've been tinkling with
So
it.
10 years ago, what was the state when you first got it?
When I first bought it, I bought it off a boy in Shelby, North Carolina. He had got it off someone in Ohio, I think Columbus, Ohio. And he said the guy he bought it from has been sitting in a barn since 1985. So I bought it in 2013, and it was supposed to have been red, but it was more pink. You know,
more pink.
It was more pink than red, and so I kind of started from there.
Yeah.
And I saw him a year later. He didn't know the car. You know.
Okay, well that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Come and tell us exactly what you've done. It's right here in front of us. Let's look under the hood. Beautiful, clean firewall. The block looks beautiful.
Right.
What have you got here, mate?
Well, I got a 350 Chevy engine, small block. I had a 327 in it when I got it, and I just went from there. I got a friend back in Charlotte that do a lot of my work for me, and we just started tinkling with it, and over the last 10 years, gotten it to this point here. I like it. I'm kind of proud of it, the way it turned out.
Oh, you should be. I mean, I love what you've done here, even with the fenders. Everything is just so clean.
Yes. We hit all the hoses and mostly everything, the wires and stuff. So.
Very well. And that chrome just looks beautiful with the grey. Now, as far as the body, you've kept it because you like that classic look.
Bless you.
So we're not live. Okay, so as far as the body, you've kept and maintained that classic look.
Right.
Because you love the 67 Nova, and why not? I mean, look at the body lines. I'm guessing that the chrome plating was there as well.
Everything was there. That's the way it came. They come with two different styles. You know, some got a chrome piece right down, all the way down the door, all the way down the side. That one didn't. And it's just a two-door hardtop. The body was pretty straight when I got it. I ain't had to do any kind of sheet metal or anything to it. So I've changed, I painted it, like I say, it was red when I got it. I painted it, put a new engine in it, had about 4 different sets of rims and tires on it, just kind of pick and choose which one would work the best. And it's a driver, I drive it.
That's the thing with these beautiful looking classics like the 67 Nova in front of us and like a 55 Chevy.
Right.
They already come with such great body styles.
Right.
And they have such a nice look to them that you only need to give it a fresh paint, change the engine and stuff,
Right.
and you've got yourself a modern classic.
Right.
It's great to drive.
Right.
And even better on the eyes.
I mean, I know I'm older than you, but I grew up basically in the 70s, early 70s when I was in high school. And I get in this car and I turn my old school music on. Thank God for YouTube and everything now, you know. And I get in there and I turn on some old Temptations or whatever, Motown stuff. That's me. That's what I grew up on, Motown.
Yep.
And I got air, vintage air and things on it, but I never use it. I roll the windows down and I just,
You know, I
go back. Yeah.
I can just tell from the look on your face, the smile you've got on, just the memories that it brings from driving it.
I had a great childhood. Growing up, I had a nice little Chevy. It was a little, I forget, little Malibu, 64 Malibu, 65 Malibu. So I just enjoyed my car back in the days. You know, didn't make a lot of money, but the money I made, I put it into the car, and I would clean it up on Friday. And the weekend, I would just enjoy the car and music.
Nothing has changed.
Nothing has
Still
changed.
Enjoying it. You can afford better engines than that now.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I believe me, it takes money, you know, a lot of money, because the person that won this show won it with the same car, the same body style. He won it with 67 Nova.
Nova, yes it is.
Yeah, yes,
we
same
were
car.
Talking about that in the Fits Media, within the Fits Media, that the winner of the for next year's T-shirt picture is the 67 Nova.
67 Nova, same body, same everything, but it let me know how much further I need to take this, which I probably would never be able to do. Yeah.
And this is all period correct?
Yes, everything is good. I put a new dash in, a little up-to-date dash. It's a Dakota dash, but I can't cap it as much as original, but it's got electronic stuff in it. Seats and everything interior is original, and I try to keep that. I love that interior back in the day, so I kept it original.
Nice rims. What other rims you've got?
They're
Butnick?
yeah, Butnick wheels. I ordered out of California 2 years ago. When the coupe was going on, it took me forever to get them, and so I kind of liked the way they turned out. I wasn't sure. I had to look on the computer, and I said that might be a good look. But once I got them, you can't never tell on the computer how it's going to turn out.
Yeah.
But that, and I painted my calipers red, and it kind of popped it out and made it look a little better. Yeah.
It really does. The grey and red really go well. I saw another great looking car earlier as well, and they also had the similar colors, and
Right.
it really strikes. It stands out.
Right.
One of the things I love about the Nova is the over the wheel. You know, this is such a modern look that they had back then.
Right.
And it just draws you to the wheel to see exactly what it is, because you've got half of it covered.
Right.
It's just a good looking car, isn't it?
Thank you so much.
This is awesome. I appreciate this, Roger.
No problem. I
Thank you so
appreciate you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Hey everybody, welcome to Rana's Radar. Now, one thing I wanted to let you guys know is, you all know the channel is new and it's been operating for less than a year, maybe about 10 months or so as of now. And the first show that I did was the F100 Grand Nationals. Honestly, the first trucks, the American classic trucks that I saw up close and got my head under the hood was the F100. So that's always been a special show to me, and I'm going to be there again this year. We're going to chat with the organizers in a minute, but one of the organizers, Cindy, is right here with me. How's it going?
Good. It's a beautiful day at Myrtle Beach.
It's a beautiful day at Myrtle Beach. Of course, we are here for Run to the Sun. Now, Cindy's been telling me a little bit of story, and I love stories about her and Joe and their first cars. But before we get to that, Cindy, what have you got?
It's a 1967 Volkswagen. It's a Bahama Blue. It's got Italian leather interior, and it's just fun to drive.
And it's fun to drive. It's such a contrast with what your husband has.
Yes. Yes, my husband says that you will go 65 going down a hill. But it is just fun.
It's fun. And why, out of all the classics, do you have the Volkswagen here with you today?
I had a 67 Volkswagen in high school that I drove all the way to college. And my husband, Joe, had a 53 Ford truck that he had in high school when he drove all the way through college. And I didn't have a convertible, but I always wanted a convertible. So we ended up selling my 67. He still has his 53.
Yep.
And we were able to get this a couple of years ago in North Carolina, and the guy was a interior guy.
Wow.
So he had totally restored it.
He had done it a whole, it looks like it's been a full frame of restoration. And I love the color. Powder blue. Reminds me of the Corvettes as well. They have the similar colors. Look at the interior here, everybody. It's so cute. I am going to say cute. Don't get offended, Cindy.
I'm not. It's cute. It's fun.
And it's fun. And you've got a convertible.
Yes.
Like, I love it. Look at this. I saw some Volkswagens up close at the Summer Nights Cruise, everybody. We had that club, and I will be seeing the, there's actually a show for all the Volkswagens in Pigeon Forge.
Circle.
That's it.
Circle the wagon.
Circle your wagon.
Yeah.
That's however you say it in a southern accent.
That's right. You did good.
I did good. So you should be taking this to that.
We're going to do our best.
Okay, well I'll be there and I want to check out some more Volkswagens because I know there is a following and they're so cute, but I love especially when they turn into hot rods, which you have not done yet. But you like it the way you do.
I like it the way it is.
You like it the way you do.
I do.
Well, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
And how does it feel when you're driving this?
Oh, it's just fun.
It's just fun.
The grandchildren love it, so it's just a fun car.
I love the fact it's such a contrast. You've got your husband's truck behind you, which is absolutely beautiful, and we're going to chat with Joe in a minute as well. And then you've got yours, little Volkswagen right here. Doesn't get better than this. Just awesome. All right, we're going to chat with the Carpenter family very soon. Thank you so much, Cindy. Thank you.
I used to have a talk down.
I'm loving this color. It's a 1968 Malibu original color. And Glenn, this is yours.
Yes.
Well, how's it going? Because by the look,
great. We enjoy this car. We go everywhere with it. We're fixing to do the hot rod power tour this year.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at that.
2019, we're going to do one this year.
And how long does it take to do the power tour?
This one's only a week, 5 days a week.
5 days. Okay.
That one was 7 days, I think. It's been a long, it's been so long, I might be killing me wrong.
Now,
that's all the towns we went to, because I can't name them all out.
Oh, it's a big one. It's, I mean, it's very popular as well. I'm loving your Malibu. Now, have you restored this yourself?
I just started with it.
Yeah.
And I ain't never restored one before, and that's my first one.
This is your first one?
Yeah. I've got the quarter panels off, put the quarter panels on. Everything else has been replaced with one door.
Wow. Wow. It's your first car. It's come looking so good. How bad was the condition when you first started?
It was in pretty bad. It wasn't really as bad as I thought it was. Bad. I had to replace the front floor pans. That's all.
Yeah.
And the quarter panels were rusted out.
And how long did it take you?
I worked on it for about 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah, that's because I had to come back and keep redoing what I didn't get just right.
Well, it's your first one and it came looking so good. All right, why don't you come here under the engine and let me tell us what's original here and what have you added?
This is not original. This is a tune port fuel injection engine that came out of Iraq.
Yep.
And I run it on the stand for 2 years before I figured out what was wrong with it.
For 2 years?
Yeah. When I put it in there, I still couldn't get it to run right. And we decided it could be in the gas tank, so we took it loose and put it in a can of gas. In about 5 minutes, that can of gas was empty. Then we figured out what was wrong with it.
And where did you get the engine from?
I bought it from a machine shop.
Okay.
The people that had it before burnt the bearings out of it when they put it back in a brand new engine. And they left the oil cylinder unit and they burnt up the bearings in it, so I put a crank kit in it. I got more money in the wiring harness than I got in the motor.
Wow, beautiful car. And why the 68 Malibu for you?
I've always liked the 68. I had a 68 El Camino for years. I had a 68 Super Sport. And like a fool, I sold them.
Yep.
I wanted them back the day I sold them.
Now this car is very special, your nephew was telling me, because you've got a lot of memories here with your wife as well.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Oh, me and my wife goes everywhere with me. She goes with me to the car shows.
Yeah.
She went with me on the hot rod power tour. And we're going to try to do another one this year.
So she's a gearhead as well?
That's right. She enjoys it.
Yeah.
It's better than her sitting at home.
Oh, 100%. I couldn't agree more. Get her out there, you know, especially if she likes to go and do the cruises.
A lot of places you go to, there's shopping to be done.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she loves
we
to shop.
do like shopping. Even I like shopping. We can still like cars and like shopping.
That's right.
Let's have a look on the inside and you can show me the interior. 1968
It's nasty, and I got it.
Malibu. That's all right, sir. This is your driver.
Yep.
And this is all period correct? With the dash, yeah?
The dash has been replaced. It's got a different...
What's the dash I'm looking at?
I'm trying to remember what it is. Digital. Dakota Digital. There you go. I got it out.
There you go.
My old dash, everything quit working on it. except for the gas gauge. So I put a different one in, put a new one in.
You put a new one in there.
And it works good.
Okay, and this is a convertible.
Yes.
It's a soft top.
Yeah, it's a soft top. I can put the top down if you want to see it with the top down.
I don't know about the rain. I don't want to put you through that trouble, but this would look amazing with the top down, wouldn't it?
It's nice to build a car with the top down.
Okay, let's put the top down.
That's not why he don't know how to open it. It's manual.
Manual.
Manual top. That's the way it came. And I do have a covered though. I'm not going to try to get it all the way on there because I want to put the top back up in a few minutes.
The long haul gang.
That's right.
Tell us about that.
Oh, we went, I can't remember all the towns we went to, but
Yep.
we left Charlotte and ended up in Ohio. And I can't remember the name of Ohio. We went 1,300 miles and I drove home about 1,100 miles back home.
Wow.
And it made it.
And you're supporting breast cancer as well?
Yes.
The ribbon?
My wife had breast cancer and she's
Oh, okay.
surviving.
Wow.
She's been cleared.
Good on
She
her.
got one more chemo next month and then she should be good.
And then she should be good. And then she'll be back with you cruising.
That's what she's still cruising. She might not feel good every time. But
Yes. Well, I'm so happy that you guys do this together, and that's the thing with any time, even if you've got bad health, cars and doing things that you love will always quicken up the recovery process. And that's what helped her, to have you by her side as well. I love that your nephew was telling me a little bit about it, so I appreciate you sharing it. Beautiful car.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.